Picture this. It's your anniversary and you and your partner are dressed up and ready to celebrate. You've already picked out a restaurant that you've heard good things about with a great menu and a perfect vibe. But before you leave, you decide to check the reviews one last time. And there it is staring at you, a big 1-star review. Now your plans are ruined and you have to scramble to find a different restaurant. This is the power of a single review. It can change a night, a mood, or a customer's decision in seconds. At Server Savvy Consulting, we help restaurants understand the story behind these reviews and what they really reveal about the service, communication, and expectations, and how to use them to improve a great guest experience. Our company's story began more than a decade ago in a college town diner. While studying hospitality management and communication, the future founders of Server Savvy noticed that excellent service and strong communication were the key to a restaurant's success, no matter how good the food was. We founded Server Savvy Consulting in 2012 with one clear mission: to enhance restaurant operations by focusing on communication and leadership development. At Server Savvy, we operate with 3 core values: character, competence, and caring. We believe in building trust through transparency and integrity. By empowering restaurant teams with leadership skills and a focus on communication, we help restaurants not only improve guest experiences, but also build a positive, cohesive work culture. At Server Savvy Consulting, our mission and motto is simple: where service meets success. We focus on empowering restaurant teams through communication strategies and leadership development. Our core values of character, competence, and caring, as stated on the last slide, drive every aspect of our work. As a restaurant owner, your reputation is everything. By working with us, you'll learn how to enhance your guest experience and improve team communication, which leads to better reviews and more loyal customers. In today's competitive environment, productive communication is key to standing out. My name is Lauren Dryman, and I'm a guest feedback analyst at Server Savvy Consulting. With a background in hospitality management, I've worked in various restaurant settings, focusing on optimizing guest experiences through feedback analysis. My role is to turn online reviews into positive experiences and to help restaurants improve service and communication. I specialize in analyzing guest feedback and identifying key trends that lead to improvements in customer service and overall experience. This is important for you because understanding your customers' feedback is crucial for staying competitive. Now let's talk about Mark's City Grill, which is located in Columbus, Georgia, and has been serving American comfort food for over 15 years. They're known for their delicious steaks, crispy fried chicken, and signature onion rings. Guests love the friendly atmosphere and consistently tasty meals. Mark City Grill prides itself on offering comfort food that feels like home. Now let's take a look at a few competitors in the Columbus area that also serve comfort food. The Chop House offers a similar casual dining experience, but focuses more on higher-end dishes. While Mark City Grill emphasizes comfort food, the Chop House has a more upscale vibe with its steak menu. The Diner at 2nd Avenue is also an example of a restaurant that serves comfort food, but they specialize more on breakfast and lighter foods like pancakes and sandwiches. The menu is a lot more limited compared to Mark City Grill. The Cookout is the last restaurant I'll be listing, and it's another local competitor known for burgers and shakes. Though its menu is similar to Mark City Grill, the Cookout targets a younger, budget-conscious crowd. All these restaurants offer American comfort food in a casual setting, but Mark City Grill stands out due to its broad variety of hearty comfort dishes. Now we're going to talk about some of the strengths that Mark City Grill has to offer. One of the most frequently mentioned strengths in reviews is affordability. Customers rave about the competitive pricing, making Mark City Grill an attractive option for both casual dining and special occasions. Many mention that they get great value for the quality of food and the service that's provided. One customer states that you can't beat the prices here. It's the best in town for a meal this tasty. Another key strength that Mark City Grill has to offer is their loyal customer base. Many restaurant reviews highlight that guests return year after year, enjoying both the food and the service. The loyalty speaks volumes about the consistency and quality that Mark City Grill offers. Looking at the review on the screen, it's obvious that patronage is common here, since this guest states that even though they don't live in Columbus, if they're there, they make sure to stop by this restaurant. The last strength that we'll talk about is the customer service that Mark City Grill has to offer. Numerous reviews specifically mention the attentive and friendly staff who are always willing to help. Whether it's recommendations or ensuring a smooth dining experience, its service truly sets this restaurant apart. Now we'll talk about a couple of weaknesses that Mark City Grill faces. The first one I'll talk about is the lighting. Several customers mentioned that the lighting is far too dim and it makes it difficult to read the menu. One customer states that the lighting was so dim that they had to use their flashlight to read the menu. While the ambiance might be cozy, this could deter guests from fully enjoying their experience, especially during later hours in the evening when there's no natural light. The next weakness I'll talk about that came up in a lot of the customer reviews is the restaurant's policy on reservations. Many guests are frustrated by the inability to make reservations on weekends, which are typically the busiest times. This can lead to long wait times for guests, especially during peak hours. Allowing reservations during these times would help improve the guest experience and decrease wait times. The last weakness I'll talk about is staffing. Despite excellent service, Mark City Grill faces issues with understaffing, especially during peak hours. Guests have mentioned that while the service is friendly and attentive, the staff is often stretched thin. By ensuring the restaurant is adequately staffed, the restaurant could provide a more efficient and enjoyable dining experience for guests without overwhelming its workers. Now that we've talked about weaknesses, we can talk about opportunities. One of the key opportunities for Mark City Grill is improving consistency in the quality of their food. A few reviews pointed out that some of the dishes were overcooked while others were undercooked. And also, while some of the reviews are glowing, looking at this one, we can see that their food was not up to standard. To address this, the restaurant could focus on better kitchen training and implementing regular quality checks to ensure that every dish served meets the restaurant's standards. The next two opportunities that we'll talk about is cleanliness and ambiance in the restaurant. A customer left a one-star review that stated the main reason for the one-star review is the bathrooms. They were absolutely disgusting. And if the bathrooms are gross, you know they're not keeping up the standards of cleanliness in the kitchen. This highlights the direct correlation between the cleanliness of restrooms and the perceived cleanliness of the entire restaurant. To address this, Mark City Grill could implement more frequent restroom checks throughout the day and ensure that all areas of the restaurant meet a higher standard of cleanliness, because if your customers are comfortable, then they will enjoy the experience more. Threats by customers are a serious thing to consider because it's the reason that they'll never return your restaurant. One of the major threats that could hurt Mark City Grill's reputation is the issue of long wait times and poor reservation management. One customer shared their frustration saying that they waited 30 minutes to be seated and never even got a seat, even though there were tables that were empty. This kind of experience can leave guests feeling undervalued, especially when they see available tables but aren't seated promptly. To address this, the restaurant needs to improve its reservation system and ensure that wait times are communicated accurately, and make sure that seating is managed efficiently. The next two threats that this restaurant faces go hand in hand, and that is food safety and quality concerns. A review mentioned, I ordered the hamburger steak with mashed potatoes and asparagus, and later that evening I got food poisoning. This is a major issue that could lead to serious health risks and damage the restaurant's reputation. Negative experiences like this can result in health department complaints and bad publicity that can drive away potential customers. It's essential that the restaurant double checks its food preparation and storage processes, and that they train the staff on food safety protocols. If it's left unchecked, food safety issues could lead to major loss of business. This SWOT chart that I've created shows the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats that we just talked about in a condensed format. In conclusion, what people say about your restaurant online is more than just feedback, it's your reputation. Regularly managing reviews allows you to catch small issues before they become big ones, and it's one of the best ways to ensure long-term success in a highly competitive market. By focusing on communication, consistency, and cleanliness, Mark City Grill can continue to stand out and draw more loyal customers than ever before. I've truly enjoyed the opportunity to partner with your team and share these insights. As a thank you for your business, we're offering you and your team a branded Server Savvy notebook and pen, perfect for capturing guest feedback, brainstorming ideas, or jotting down daily priorities during shift meetings. And if you'd like to follow up with us, you can reach us with our information listed on the notebook. Again, thank you so much for your time and your trust, and we're here for whenever you need us.